Hello and welcome back to Rule the Waves 2. We are playing Imperial Germany in the 1900 start, and it is now April 1944 and we are at war with Great Britain for 10 months, and despite having suffered serious losses, as we can see here, sunk in battle with British ships, those three and those three. So despite having lost 6 heavy and modern and strong capital ships against the British in battle, they have suffered far more, as we can see here. They have lost a lot. So we are now actually this strong that we are blockading them, and we've ordered now an invasion of Ireland, and as soon as this was successful, and if after having a couple of more naval battles and with the British fleet further reduced, hopefully, we will try to fight back in the colonial possessions. But I think this might become difficult because something like the invasion of Libya is just a question of time. And once they have that, I don't think I can get back into the Mediterranean as I don't have long-range ships. So we've lost a couple of colonial possessions, but in this phase this isn't important anymore. Financially, only in terms of bases, but the game is about to end in 10 years anyways. So it's okay, I guess. I think we are currently leading by 20% in the victory points, which shows that it has been a tough fight, but now it's definitely tilting in my favor. At first, I remember I haven't modernized the planes in quite a while, so let's order a new flying boat. We want range and reliability for that. We are currently doing a deficit of 14 million because we built, we built 2 extremely super heavy battle cruisers with 18-inch guns. But after that we'll have to see. The money will last for quite a while, so I think that we should be fine. Let's just proceed then. So Great Britain has anti-war demonstrations, which means the unrest level is going up. A new float plane scout. It is faster, range is lower. Heavier bomb load, but I don't use it for bombing. No, I don't think I want something with lower range. Even the cruise speed is basically identical, and from my understanding, I don't know it, but I'd guess that the cruise speed is decisive, because that's in the max speed will only be used for attack runs, but while scouting it won't have any benefit, so it's identical basically, while the range is higher. So nope, I don't want that one. Okay, a more modern torpedo bomber, that's nice. Faster, much higher range, nice. And okay, we also updated the game in between, that's another thing. So what is this? On stock. Ah, okay. So now there have been some changes. For instance, torpedoes can't go in the negative anymore on aircraft carriers, and you can now put air bases into reserve, which is supposedly reducing the maintenance, the costs you have. But from what I've seen, that doesn't seem to have an effect, but we will see in the future. So apparently now this means like on stock is produced on stock. So if you have high losses, you might have understrength unit for some time. But let's go back. Bomb range, the armament is identical. Everything's identical here, except the range has gone up dramatically and the speed has gone up. So obviously we want that one. Okay, so we sunk a light cruiser. No successful merchant attacks on shipping on either side. And there's a convoy attack, and size is medium. Well, we'll go for it. Attack enemy ships. My problem here is it is close to his base, whereas the so he will have air support. I won't. That might be a problem. We have a support force here, and it's light cruisers as well. Well, how much longer do we have daylight? 1 hour. Okay, so we might be able to survive without suffering air attacks before or at least without suffering heavy air attacks before the night hits. Okay, so those were the scout planes, yeah? But wait, do they have scout planes on board? I can't remember. Okay, we need to be careful. They even have a heavy. No, those are all light cruisers, okay. Let's turn to make sure we are not being torpedoed, or to try to make sure we're not being torpedoed. Let's turn south a little more. We are getting hit. That's not good. But we need to break through to the transport ships. And we are suffering damages already. Not ideal. One hit, but torpedo explodes. Well, that is damage, yes. That causes a lot of damage, obviously. Okay, let's try to push in here. Oh yeah, and this is new, I think, too. Fastest game speed available. This is really nice. So now we finally don't have to click all the time again and check. Yeah, I doubt that this is a carrier. It's just transports. But I think we should be able to get it in close enough. Okay, how much longer? Still 45 minutes. Okay. So they are in torpedo range, so that it's quite possible that they shot torpedoes. We should accordingly change our course. But from what I see, the hits are a little one-sided. I don't like that. Deutsch Ostafrika is increasingly, I mean, she is basically almost done. That's not good. She still does decent speed, I think. Yeah. Okay, let's go in here. We should probably send the torpedo, the destroyers to attack. Both, I don't care. I mean, I'd prefer, obviously, them to sink a cruiser. But if they sink transports, I don't mind it either, because I'm afraid, yeah, I'll have to pull her out, I think. I can't keep that ship in the line. On the other hand, I don't know. The problem is, she hasn't taken any additional damage, and her guns are still doing decent damage, if they hit at least. Let's see, 6 hits now, and 4 on the secondaries. Being hit 12 times though, not a good trade. 5 hits and 9 hits, being hit twice, much better. Okay, he could probably launch torpedoes. No, I don't think it has the angle. No, just shoot them up there, I don't care. Yeah, whatever. And she's being hit and being hit and being hit. I don't like that. Now it's finally becoming twilight, so visibility goes down, and hopefully, if I'm right, my better fire control should make a difference. But I need to sink a second transport. Yeah, pick them up. That gives us some extra points. think I'm gonna detach her and not have her retreat, but just have her go separately, so we can use the higher speed of the fairly undamaged Congo to charge in and thus reach the transports faster. Still 2 DDs, I need to be careful of that. And now his air attacks come in. Okay. Yep, that looks better now. Okay, they have reattached, doesn't never mind though, because we are in the convoy now. Good. So this has been accomplished. I think I should probably just launch a few more torpedoes to the side. Whatever. Just fire them. And you fire yours. Out of arc. Yeah. And then we circle up here and hopefully finish off a couple more, but I think I'll just retreat after that. That's a lot of torpedo hits on freighters. I mean, we even took out a DD. I don't think that one will make it. And if we circle around here, that should be it. For most of them at least. More torpedo hits, but very likely just in transports. So, though that doesn't matter too much. Question is, should we go in for another run? But the Ostafrika really doesn't look healthy. Let's have her this time actually retreat and go down to 10 knots. And probably go in this direction. But the Congo can stay some longer. I'm quite confident at night, unless I am torpedoed, I should usually be fine. Because of the additional night training my fleet has. Okay, let's charge in further. Like this is a transport, this is a destroyer, I think. Okay, and turn up. Turn over. Up. Okay, we're hitting it hard. Okay, it stopped. Shoot the transport now. I have no idea what it is, but I think it was the thing that it turned around so fast would indicate, let's have her hold her fire for 10 minutes, would indicate that it was not a transport, because that would rather go straight. Yes, it was a destroyer. Nice. So we killed that one. Okay, where was that? Down here. Ah, okay. Where is the Ostafrika? Okay, I think she should be fine. We try to get onto the other ones still. The remaining freighters. Yeah, that's a destroyer. No, it's actually a transport. Okay. Okay, can you? Yep, he's already shooting the other one. Let's turn up. And that one is crippled too. And he's already switched target. That works surprisingly well in this battle. I don't know whether they've changed something. Usually I got the impression that they keep fighting, keep shooting ships that are done. But like, he's done one more salvo on this one, and he already switched up to the next one. That's very nice. And we lose another DD. But that should be it here. Good. And the thing was, he is running out of ammo. So we should try to get away now. We are not looking for a fight with the enemy fleet here. Let's have him hold his fire for 10 minutes, so he can hopefully get out of there. Let's turn south. Okay, turn south as well, and now let's just stick to that and hope for the best. But that is really nice that it switches back. Well done, developers. Some convenience finally. Okay, unless we could probably go down to cruise speed now, or we could actually have them combine and go both at 10 knots. Yep. Okay, now down to 10. So they can, in worst case, protect each other, assist each other. But this should be fine. I mean, the military value of this battle is rather small. I don't know. I might have lost more destroyers than him. I think I killed more, but the destroyers are always expendable. I don't think I've ever seen a battle, a war in this game, where the enemy side has ran out of destroyers. Oh, for fuck's sake. Let me guess, they started racing again? No, actually they didn't. He stayed at 10 knots. Oh well, now it's probably a defeat. I don't know, I killed so many freighters that it might still work. But that is unfortunate. I mean, I like those cruisers. Nice design, strong torpedo armament, good gun armament. Weak armor though, but I mean, they are a destroyer after all. Yeah, they are light cruisers after all. Well, too bad. So let's hope for the end of the battle. And we are getting attacked. No, actually they are bombing Brest. Even better. But then again, this means that we are not going to see an end to this scenario too fast. Now we're getting attacked. No. It's... okay, they attack the freighters. Oh, okay. I don't mind that. Okay, those are mine. I think they should be flying boats, right? But apparently they didn't hit anything, or at least not with torpedoes. They might have had bomb beds, I didn't check. But I think my flying boats are now this well developed that they might actually come from Emden. No idea. But yeah, whatever. Okay, I think, should I go for Brest? I probably should. I mean, if the game progresses like this, I've no idea when it ends, I should at least prepare myself to get them into safety. So yeah, let's just wait it out now. We are at 300, again 50% over the time limit. I guess that is like unavoidable in the age of air attacks. But twice the time limit is coming up soon. And really, I really like that as fastest time as possible. That is really helpful. I think it should end now, right? Yeah, good. Okay, so 1 light cruiser, 2 destroyers. So I'd say I've lost that battle when it comes to ships, because light cruisers are much more difficult to replace than destroyers. But according to victory points, major victory, so I won't complain. Marginal? No, marginal, not major. Okay, I misread that. Anyways, I still have a lot of light cruisers, so I'll survive that. We are still even blockading the British, which is really nice. Okay, Graf von Zeppelin has condenser trouble. Nope, the army won't get money. Improves air search radar. Perfect. I like that. Yes, Wilhelmshaven and Emden, yes. And Kiel too. No to all. Okay, light cruiser Karlsruhe has been sunk. What was that? It was a Stettin class, okay. Let me check. Ah, too late now. Whatever. We obviously accept the battle. Cruiser battle in off Norway. We have, okay, a cruiser battle where we have battleships. And at least, no, I think at least 2 carriers. Carrier force. So let's order that one to core with the other carrier division. I should put it on auto AI control as well for it to be useful. Okay. So having those, because they're very fast battleship ships, if I remember. What was their speed? Where is it? 28. So they might, I will probably face battle cruisers. How much more daylight do I have? Twilight, sunrise. Oh, it's a whole day. So the whole day will be ready for fighting and for air attacks. And the weather is even fine as well. So let's charge in here to first see what it is. But that looked like, yep, that looks like an enemy fleet. Okay, so let's go for an airstrike right away. Probably here somewhere. Okay, he can actually launch all of them at once. Should we? No, what we can't send. Carry heavy load on this mission, yeah. We can't send the fighter escort, but I think it's too far off. Unless he has own carriers, I don't even need fighter escort. Okay. So launch strike. Yep. Heavy load, obviously. And those dive bombers will launch as well. Wait, till dusk? Whatever. Let's see that. Twilight sunrise will be, I've not. I guess because they return early enough when it's still dusk? Or do they actually launch so bad so late in the day? It can't be possible. Must be a mistake. Because it said to me like they are going to land in darkness. I can only imagine that this means that they expect them to be back before the sun has gone up fully. Okay, open fire. Kill them. Okay, and the ships are opening up. So let's see what we can do here. I have the first 2 hits. Thanks to our superior fire control, I guess. Another hit. Now one of our battleships is hit and hit again. By light guns though. Okay. Not that important. I need to be careful of destroyers. Okay, let's move up here. Circle around probably. Okay, so I don't even see a battleship or a battlecruiser yet. Let's turn together and move them over here. Because I don't want them to get away, but I also need to prepare myself for torpedoes. Let's go back into line. Where are the airstrikes? Carriers are pretty fast. Oh well. Okay, I need to switch course again because that is an angle they might shoot torpedoes. Superstructure hit. Do I get a few hits on them as well? Okay, my dive bombers go in. And more of them. No bomb hits so far. No bomb hits. BB hit. Okay, so they do have battleships here. At least according to the pilots. And a torpedo hit. Nice. That is pretty slow here. And now he's getting hit by our guns as well. That's good. Okay, it's a Ho class. Ho? I have no idea. If any of you knows how to pronounce it correctly, whether it's Ho, I think it's Ho. The E should be muted, but if you know it better, please correct me. I try to pronounce names correctly. Yeah, he's done. We can switch target to this here. Nice. One more battle cruiser down. Now let's try not to get torpedoed too hard. Luckily my ships are very strong, so 2 torpedo hits per ship isn't even the end of the world. But I'd prefer not to. And now they keep shooting this. That's a little bit disappointing. Can you shoot like this guy? It's the closest. Good. Now he's getting hit, I think. It's 9/16 inch. Yeah. Usually the secondaries shoot somewhere else. That's pretty normal. But it's disappointing when the main so the secondaries obviously shoot whatever they can, and with them having a shorter range, they often shoot a crippled ship. But that the main batteries keep firing at a wreck is always kind of disappointing. Okay, so we hit the Sibylle class. Where is it? This here. Okay, a bug. I think twice. Yeah, now it's back. Okay, it's a 15 6-inch gun. It's like a Brooklyn class or a Mogami. Yeah, Brooklyn from the turret setup. I think a pretty decent ship, and not a battleship, unfortunately. Okay. Too bad. Wait. So I misidentified as a Hoey class? How class? Ho? And now it's suddenly a cruiser. Damn it. I would have much preferred it to be a battleship. Or a battle cruiser. Oh well. Because I don't see the Ho anymore, right? Yeah. Okay, enemy aircraft are coming as well. We need to increase the combat air patrol and have to check whether we can fly another air attack, and probably this time I'm only going to use dive bombers. Okay, they aren't even ready yet. Okay. That's a lot of ships with torpedoes though. So that's a little uncomfortable. Why is he? Oh, he has one turret blown up. God damn it. Friedrich Wilhelm III. And they are still shooting the heavy cruiser instead of another target. Like, I don't know, this guy? Because once they hit him, he slows down like immediately. They barely have any armor. So instead of like wasting their shells on something that is already sinking, I'd much more prefer them to shoot something that can actually still be killed. That actually takes additional damage. But no, still Sibylle for whatever reason. I hate that. Yeah, now the airstrikes, I guess, on the wreck. Can you please shoot something that is not dead already? This here, it's slowing down. Yep. And now it's come to a standstill, so I guess they'll keep pummeling it now for the rest of the battle, unless I prevent it actively. You're still going enemy battle. Okay, so they are getting attacked by torpedo bombers. I'd say they have carriers close by, but I can't say for sure. So they are turning back. Let's actually move them closer. No point in staying behind this far. They basically just have to stay out of gun range. That's all I need of them. Okay. So that's an air attack, I guess. Or why would he avoid torpedoes? Weird. Because I don't see any enemy planes. Those are all mine. Yeah, of course, they keep shooting the Lancaster. Like, I don't know, shoot something here. It's 4-inch guns is okay, the secondaries, but that he fires the main batteries, that is annoying. But yes, so far everything's fine. Okay, did we spot anything of value? I don't think so. So we should probably get ready for the next air attack then. Maybe down here somewhere. Send in dive bombers first. I'll keep my torpedoes for attacks on enemy capital ships should they appear, as their chance of hitting a light cruiser and a destroyer is rather small, and those heavy cruisers are basically like cruisers, just like 500 tons too heavy, if I remember correctly. Yeah, okay, 12,000. And he even has 10-inch guns. Okay, so that is like a treaty cruiser. But I've seen other British heavy cruisers which were just a little over the light cruiser limit and thus classified as heavy cruisers. But in regard to their armament and capabilities, they were light cruisers. Okay, this is like dangerous for torpedoes, so let's turn in and close in. Yeah, save them. By the way, my carriers are safe? I think so. Well, as safe as they can be when they're being attacked by airstrikes. Okay, so that was another chance to launch torpedoes, so let's turn in. And that Calliope is about to get crippled. A couple hits more and that should be it. It's already slowing down drastically. I think we can basically switch target already, because the secondaries will finish him. Yeah, and there's still part of them are still shooting heavies, but the secondaries here, 5-inch and 4-inch, are hitting him. So okay, so those are charging up towards the carriers and they are coming too close. That is not good, so we need to go back now and attack them actually. Otherwise my carriers are in deep trouble. In big trouble. Okay. But I haven't seen hits on the carriers yet, at least. Okay, so the cruisers are shielding them as they're supposed to. Good. And we are getting the first hits from the heavy guns, so they shouldn't be for too long. Okay, so we're losing planes now because we sent them without escort. I've seen it here, like fighters shooting down my planes. Okay, this Sibylle is becoming slow. And yeah, that's one of those. 10,000 tons, 6-inch only, and weak armor, so it's basically a light cruiser. This is like they could torpedo here. Let's turn up, I guess. Because I want to finish the Sibylle off before I take care of those. But the ammo is running out anyways. That is slowing down as well, I guess. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Sibylle is done. Let's go for the other guys. He has a metric arsenal of cruisers, so that will only change something in terms of victory points, not in terms of overall balance. But we need victory points to get a good result in the war anyways, so I'm fine with that. Let's see. Could probably launch more air attacks, but I haven't spotted any carriers. And striking those light cruisers, I don't know. There must be carriers around though, he still has some. And he has combat air patrol, and I mean his closest base is 200 miles away, so that's, I don't know whether the data for the planes is in miles as well. If it is, they might actually be in range, his land-based fighters. Yeah, they probably are. Think about it. I mean, and it's 44, so if the development is somewhat realistic, then obviously they can reach the Norwegian coast. But let's try to finish those two off as well. Okay, some torpedo hits on other ships. Would be nice. Enemy aircraft are approaching one of my carriers. I need them to turn south as well. This is... no, it's unlikely that they shoot torpedoes from this angle. Okay, and the Melampus is done. That is a bad design. Only 9 6-inch guns, and they are even in the back. Weird. But on the other hand, while fleeing, he was able to use them all. So I guess in this regard it wasn't that bad. He even only has 8 6-inch guns. Those are very weak cruisers. Okay, can we focus this one? The Andromage. I don't know. Yeah, Andromage, probably. Okay, turn up. That was a torpedo launch angle. Okay, he's slowing down. Turn down. And he's done. Perfect. Okay, is there anything else we need to strike? I don't think so. What is this? It's even moving. Okay, then let's go for that one. Oh, we found the carriers, I guess. I don't know, strike something here. Torpedo bomber, strike. Strike. Let's see. Yep, and it's even a full carrier, not just a light carrier. That's nice. I should be able to finish this one to kill it. And in that regard, this will change something, because it'll weaken his already inferior forces at sea. Okay, let's focus the carrier division, please. And just charge in and try to kill it if you can. But why are they out of ammo? Yeah, the Friedrich Wilhelm is probably out of ammo. Okay. Okay, but now we get some hits. Close in a little more. They still also shooting the destroyer. I don't want this guy to get away. How fast is he? 20 knots. If that is remotely true, then I'm significantly faster than him. Okay, so he won't get away. There's more up here. Okay, and the carriers are charging right into it. It's not good. I think I'm going to charge after that. Wait. Okay, this one has blown up. That's good. So they stopped shooting the wreck. Wait, I just ordered the carrier to go down there. That's not what I want. Those cruisers there are an issue. Because it looks like he's getting away. Okay, now Friedrich der Große has been hit by a torpedo. Is he slowing down? 26 knots. We are already going 24. So, yeah, no. Don't care. He can take a torpedo or two. We need to finish the Argus. Come on. Kill it. Enemy Rainbow class, okay. So they're attacking the cruiser now. I want you to kill that carrier. Is it actually getting away? Is this possible? How fast is he? Oh, he's picking up survivors. Okay. But I have my doubts that this guy is only going 20 knots. Okay, so if you're now back in battle, then I take manual control and you go full speed after the Argus. Because I doubt the Argus is able to do 30 knots, so they will be faster. And there were dive bombers. Maybe I'm lucky in this regard. I really want that one. Okay, this carrier is a little far off. Let's just follow him, but I don't think they are shooting him much. Visibility is 25,000. He's well within visibility, but I guess the ammo is out. But do we gain on him? I think we do now. Okay, so he was shooting, otherwise he wouldn't be out of main ammo now. They apparently haven't hit him a single time. Or her, the Argus. Are we gaining? I'd say we do. But it's like really slow. Okay, so 24 knots. This one is out of ammo. I would usually like detach it. The problem is if I detach it. Okay, So there's another, there are more carriers up here, okay. If I detach it, then it'll be alone against enemy air attacks, and that's not something we want to face. But this is really annoying that the Argus is still able to lead my battleships without results. She's leading them away from the battle. But yes, this is somewhat concerning, because that chase for this one ship seems to be a complete waste of my resources. He is still going 30 miles, but even he is barely catching up to the battleships. So I guess I should, as soon as he is... you know what? Doesn't seem to make much sense. Should probably just have them retreat and hope that the light cruiser is able to keep contact while closing in. Does it even have enough ammo left? No. So I guess the carrier might actually get away. Now they're suddenly shooting? Okay. Yeah, because the front turrets probably were out of ammo most of the time. Okay, now let's actually have them go back. And you can go cruise speed as well. While we hope that by some miracle this guy is able to kill the Argus. I mean, he's now closing in and he's even getting into torpedo range soon, which is obviously useless while the carrier is still rushing away. But if the mine still has torpedoes, which is likely, and if she's able to damage the Argus enough to slow her down enough, then that might be the decisive thing. Okay. We're closing in. 3-inch, 3 6-inch guns. Okay, so the 6-inch guns we had a first hit, but I don't even see many messages that she's shooting. Because let me guess, yeah. Aft superimposed. So the front forward has some armor piercing left, and only the aft guns are still full with ammo. Okay, now we got some hits. More hits, and I think the secondaries still fire as long as the main battery has ammo left. So 1 3-inch, yeah, that has actually been a secondary hit, what we're getting now. Okay, where is this? Okay. Okay, it's the secondaries that currently shoot at those destroyers. Okay, and we actually are already overtaking it. And it's on fire. Okay, so I think the Mainz has a good chance of catching it now. But it's down to 26 knots. Either through secondary hits or because I ran it at full speed for the whole distance. No idea. But I think, as we see, we are now finally significantly faster. Let me check on the torpedoes. Yeah, she has some at least left. With some luck we can put some in the Argus. I could do an airstrike. But I hope this won't be necessary anymore. Let's move them up here so they stay close together for to some degree. I'm tempted to start an airstrike, because this takes far too long. Secondary apparently doesn't even shoot anymore. Is he completely out of ammo? You know what, let's do an airstrike. Can I get... it's just sighting. It's unfortunate that I don't know how to select this single ship. So I guess I have to do it here, and let's just do dive bombers again. A couple more fires will probably finish it off. Secondary hit from the Alfred von Tirpitz has hit the Argus. So the carriers are fighting it out with secondary guns. That's kind of funny. Okay, so there are some hits now from 6 inches well by the mines. Yeah, okay, that's probably one of the rear turrets that is finally hitting it. And it's actually seems to be slowing down. So let's just stay at an angle where the back turrets can fire. And that would hopefully... This should be strikes on the Argus. No bomb hits. But he's burning now. And slowing down significantly, and that was a bomb hit. Okay, can we launch torpedoes now? That seems like a good option. I think that's only 2 torpedoes, but if 1 or 2 of them hit, both of them hit. Okay, Argus is done, finally. Okay, we can set him back to screen, even though he's useless as he's out of ammo. Yep. Okay, oh no, just retreat north, I guess. There's even some ships left here. Okay, so let's do more airstrikes, I guess, while we're at it. Torpedo bomber and dive bomber. Launch strike. I have no idea whether, if they don't find anything, they bring the torpedoes back home. It could be at least realistic that they don't, because I have my doubts. The carrier planes in this era were, by necessity, all of them sturdy enough for a carrier landing while still being loaded up a lot. So that might actually be an issue, but I'm not sure. Okay, this is a little too close for comfort, but where are my battleships? Oh, they're still here, so okay, they can actually get close. Okay, Argus hit by 2 more torpedoes, but now it would even be no longer needed. Guess they might have been from the light cruiser, from the mines. Never mind though. Okay. No idea whom they are hitting. Probably the Argus, right? Yeah, I think that's the Argus there. Okay. Would be nice if that battle were to end someone soon. What is it? It's burning at least, I think. AMC. Well, I'm pretty sure it's not an AMC. But the question is it a cruiser? It's quite agile for a battleship. So that's unlikely. It might be a carrier. Or a cruiser. Oh, let's try to close in and kill it. I think they have some ammo at least left. Not much. Oh, okay, it's a light cruiser. Okay. On the other hand, we've pushed them away far enough now. How likely is it that I'm gonna kill some of them with the remaining ammo? I'm not even scoring hits for now. So I think I can consider soon to turn away to end the battle. Because right now it doesn't look too convincing. Whereas I just risk being damaged by torpedoes. That, for instance, the turn he just did might have been a... What was this? Why is he... He was hit a couple of times, and now he's circling. Okay. Well, and I even only went cruise speed. I just realized that. I didn't even try to charge in, but never mind. We'll turn away and hope to end the battle soon. This guy has to reattach to them, which he did. Now let's just move north and hope for the battle to end soon. I think there was another hit on the Argus. So pretty useless. Now we're out of range, so it went faster. Okay, it's ultra fast, so that should help to end it soon. Or do we actually have to go through twice the time limit again? Okay, that's it. Hit a mine, let's hope he survives. He did. Okay, good. We've sunk 1 carrier, 3 heavy cruisers, 5 light, 3 destroyers. That's actually a major victory, even though we have damaged battleships, but that was easy. So, we gained 2 prestige, a lot of victory points on top, even though the overall difference is rather small because they've sunk so much. But in general, I think it's going fine. We've weakened them further. What is the strength now? They have only 2 carriers left. 2 heavy and 5 lights. Yeah, I think it's going fine. The question is though whether I can force them to submission or whether the government is making peace before that. But we'll see that in future episodes because I think it's time to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did so, please consider following and subscribing. Every one of these games, or almost every one, is streamed on Twitch, where you can find me on twitch.tv/inclutus. And thank you for watching. See you next time.